Bright QT. Every student matters.
Hi guys, welcome to the session. In this session, we are going to do some of the question and answers from the topic could there be other ways to bring a change. Okay, so let's just start with question number 1. Let's just read question number 1. So question number 1 says, could there be other ways to bring a change? And yes, there are certain other ways in which we can bring about a change. Let's just start with these tools. Let's just observe these tools and we are going to notice that in the metallic blade part, the iron blade or the iron tool part has this hollow ring, and the size of this ring is quite smaller as compared to the wooden handle, right? So how are we going to fix this wooden handle into this ring? So the process or the way is simple. What we are going to do, we are going to heat this metallic ring, okay? And we know the iron articles expand on heating, and once we start heating it, the ring will slightly expand, and it is at that moment that we are going to fix this wooden handle to these tools. Okay guys, and similar principle is used in another example. We can observe how we can fix this metallic rim. We have this metallic rim and this wooden wheel. Again, this metallic rim is quite smaller in size as compared to the wooden wheel. So how are we going to fix this metallic rim over this wooden wheel? We are going to heat this metallic rim, and as we start to heat it, it will expand a little bit, and it is at that moment that we are going to fix it over the wooden wheel. Okay guys, so I hope this method is clear to everybody. Let's move ahead to the next question. So next question is, have you ever seen a blacksmith making some tools? So guys, who is a blacksmith? Blacksmith is a person who make iron tools. Okay. So how does a blacksmith change a piece of iron into different tools? So have you ever thought about it, guys? We just have pieces of iron, and from these pieces of iron, how is the blacksmith able to convert it into different tools? Maybe a hammer or maybe a sickle. Different types of instruments are made, tools are made, right? So how is it done? So guys, what a blacksmith do? He is going to take the piece of iron and he will start heating it until it becomes red hot, and it becomes so soft that it can be beaten and we can give it the desired shape. So this is the way we are bringing another change into the piece of iron, and we are converting it into useful tools. Okay. Next question. Now we have an MCQ. Iron rim is made slightly smaller as compared to the wooden wheel. We have just discussed, so this might be the wooden wheel. To this wooden wheel, we have to fix this metallic rim. And guys, this metallic rim is usually heated before fixing it into the wooden wheel. Why? Because the size of this rim is quite smaller as compared to the wooden wheel. So what could be the reason? Because on heating the iron rim, what will happen? Will it expand and fit into the wooden wheel? Yes, this can be true, but guys, always remember, before answering any MCQ, you have to read all the options first. Make it a rule. So let's just read the second option, which is contracts and it fits into the wooden wheel. No, we know that iron articles expand on heating, right? So this option is ruled out. Let's check out the next part. No change in the size takes place. Again, this can be ruled out because we know iron articles expand on heating, right? Next is it expands first, then on cooling contracts and fits onto the wooden wheel. That's it guys. This is our answer. First one could have been the answer if this part is also added to the first part. It is partly correct because metallic rim is expanding, but on cooling later it will contract again in order to fit over the wooden wheel. I hope it is clear. So the correct answer cannot be A part. The correct answer will be the D part. So guys, now you have understood why is it important to read all the options before answering any MCQ. I hope it must be clear. So let's move ahead to the next question. Iron contracts on heating and expands on cooling. Is it true or false? Guys, just think about it. iron particles always expand on heating and they contract on cooling, right? So this is completely false. The answer to this question will be false. Next question is, guys, burning of candle is which type of a change? Consider the question, read it once again. Burning of candle. Had the question been melting of wax? If the question would have been melting of wax, then the answer would have been physical change, because the change is only in the physical state from solid to liquid. Whereas, guys, when we are talking about burning of candle, there are two things that are happening. First one is this flame is there, and second thing, the wax is melting. Wax is melting. So the type of change will be, guys, both physical as well as chemical change, because the burning or this flame is produced only after combustion reaction. Okay, only when it is reacting with oxygen, right? So it is a chemical change. So burning of candle is both type of change, physical as well as chemical. So chemical is this burning of flame, and the second part, which is melting of wax, it is the change only in the physical property, right? That is its state. Wax can be melted and it is also a reversible change. So this type of change it has both reversible as well as irreversible change. That is, this is physical change, and melting of wax is chemical change. Okay, guys, and this melting of wax can also be called as reversible change. Whereas this cotton wick once burnt cannot be reversed. This change is irreversible change. So I think I made my point clear, and the concept would be really clear to everybody. So thank you so much for your attention.